Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Ahmed and the topic for our presentation is a long history of racism and policing in America. Members are Kashif, Usama, Wasif and Musa. Let's explain what is racism and how it has affected America. Racism can be defined as a belief in natural superiority of one's race over another. It also means prejudice and discrimination against other people because of their different races. Now, discrimination has been a prominent and important matter in American history. Particularly, black people in America face a number of social and economic barriers. Historically, African Americans face a number of restrictions on their political, social, and economic freedom throughout history. Native Americans have experienced genocide, forced removals, and discrimination. Not only them, but Asians have also been discriminated against. Some Americans saw former President Barack Obama, who was the nation's first black president, as a sign that the nation had entered a new era. But still, today in America, Department of Homeland Security and Federal Bureau of Investigation identifies white supremacist violence as a leading domestic threat in the United States. Now, next topic is the history of racism, which Kashif will define to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gilan. Now I will continue with the history of racism in America. I had divided the history of racism in America into 5 categories. First one, the pre-colonial era. Second one, the colonial era. Third one, the after the independence of America on 4 July 1776. Fourth one, after the Civil War of America from 1861 to 1865. Last one, after World War II to the current time. According to non-history and the elite scholars of history, racism had started in America in 16th century when the Europeans completely dominated the land of America. Racism had covered almost 4 centuries in America. It had present in almost in 400 years in America. In this era, some notable work had done against racism. 13th Amendment and 15th Amendment by the Congress of America to stop racism and slavery and to give right to vote to every citizen of America was one of them. Some notable scholars and elite statements like Martin Luther King and Abraham Lincoln, the President of America, played their role against racism and to stop slavery in America. Still, racism had not completely abolished in America. One of the recent cases of racism was the murder of a black person named George Floyd by an American white policeman. But no action had still take place against the policeman. People are in protest and because racism is still present in America. It had not completely stopped or abolished from America. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kashif. My name is Hafez Mohammad Sama Khalid. I will be presenting policing in America. I would like to add a quote. Racism is a man grievous threat to a man, the maximum of a hatred for a minimum of a reason, by Abraham Johnson. Now I am discussing the 3 points: the original purpose, the real history, and era of policing. The original purpose of the police is to supervise, control, and punish slaves that are called slave patrollers. American police history consists of 3 basic eras of policing, which are colonial era, political era, and reform era. In colonial era, policing mostly consists of slave patroller, sheriff, and supervisor. In political era that start from 18 to 1920, the capability and the function of the police politics. And the reform era and this era bring plenty of reforms in police of America. Positive change come to board during this era. Now I am talking about the discrimination imprisonment. The statistical data provided by the Bureau of Justice Statistical Analysis show that the black men of age 19 and 18 are 12 times more likely to be imprisoned than the white counterparts. For every 1,000 black men, there will be 2,700 inmates, where for 100 white men, there will be 392 inmates. The data shown by the FBI show that the black Americans are 3 times more likely to be shot by the police than the white counterpart. Black men and white men use drugs equally, but the black men are 5 times more likely to be arrested for using drugs. Next, we will be presenting Wasi.
Okay, ma'am. Now I will talk about the effects of racial discrimination. As mentioned above, racial discrimination persists and profoundly affects the life chances and routine situation of everyday life for racial minorities in the United States. Despite the persistence of racism, the influence of racial discrimination on social behavior remains extremely underdeveloped. This neglect is more remarkable given the evidence that African Americans, the Asian Americans, and particularly males, and they are engaged in more street crimes than people living in the America, the white Americans. We all have seen that this racism, how this racism affect the superpower, the America. Okay, ma'am. Now the societal discrimination will be discussed. According to recent survey, the 45% of African Americans experience racial discrimination when they are trying to buy an apartment or a home. And similarly, 18% of Asian Americans say that they have experienced discrimination when interacting with police. Similarly, the 41% of women reports being discriminated against the equal pay and promotion opportunities. When the racial discrimination also affect the health of those black peoples. When the death rate of black are more than 3 times than that of white Americans. In fact, every 7 minutes a black person dies. That's more than 200 black peoples a day, and this amount would be decreased if the black and whites the rights of black and whites were equal.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Musa Naim and I am here to present what are the conclusions and suggestions to minimize racism in America. First of all, coming towards conclusions, I would say that we cannot ignore racism. We cannot deny that there is racial discrimination in our society. It is present in our world from many centuries ago when there were a concept of slaves. So we can say that we cannot end racial discrimination, but we can minimize it. So in so coming towards suggestions that how can we minimize the racial discrimination acts. First of all, I would say that no one is born as a racist. There are three main things that influence people to act out or say racist things. Number one is our experience in our life. Number two is people who interact with this in this society, and number three is the society we grow up. What is its culture and its environment. So in order to minimize the racial discrimination, there are three main ways we can adopt. First of all, we have to learn that what things cause racial discrimination. The second thing is avoid these things and discourage such things. Number three is if any incident of racial discrimination occurs, then the government has to act against it. Also, the government can spread and it should spread awareness against racism through seminar, literature and syllabus, so that people discourage racial discrimination, and there creates a sense of working together no matter what is their caste or skin color. Thank you. Here my